another point I wanted to make, when it comes to the predictive programming, the pre-advertising for their ops, there's a certain amount of consistency with it all. The larger the black op, the more it's pre-advertised, for longer, more in everything. The small to medium-sized ops like Sandy Hook and Aurora and things like that in Boston, they're not so advertised. But for the global false flags like 9/11 and its sequel 3/11, the Combined Disasters Card, the 5 phases, um, these are pre-advertised massively for decades. So anyway, what I did is I just took, let me see, 4, 8, 12, 24, about 25 key movies and TV series that are predictive programming. And what I did is I just simply wrote down what phases of the Combined Disasters sequel to 9/11 that they all have. And first thing, there is a pattern. Number 3 comes up more than any other. Um, the Seattle false flag itself, the West Coast false flag, number 3, as you can see here in Jericho, Escape from LA, Mission Impossible series films, Oblivion, they all have 3 in them. Battlestar Galactica, the opening episode, that's an interesting one. I covered that one before, and it's got everything. It's even got phase 2. But look, 3 on that, Star Trek 3, Sahara 3, Ferris Bueller's Day Off 3, Southland Tales, all of them apart from the last one. Double Jeopardy 3, Revolution, huge amount, virtually all of them. Crimson Tide 3. You see, there's a pattern. They've all got either 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 2, 3, 4. But the 3 is almost always there. The third phase, the next phase. So the only other things that are pre-advertised are 9/11, Notre Dame, and Tower Bridge. We've had obviously 9/11. We've had Notre Dame. We haven't had Tower Bridge yet. Obviously not 3, 4, and 5. The West Coast boom, the blackout in America 4, and 5, the Second American Civil War. But that's the pattern. So these movies and TV series that are predictively programming all of this, my point is they don't pre-advertise anything else but these. But the sequel to 9/11, the Combined Disasters, 5 phases, that's all. Plus Tower Bridge, Notre Dame, and 9/11 itself. That's it. Nothing else. Not that I can see, but obviously there might be something else hidden in there that I'm. It's just hidden from my sight. I don't know, but from what I can see from all of these, they just have a complete consistency. That they are all pre-advertising exactly the same phases of the Combined Disasters Card. Let's get back to Battlestar Galactica. Where is it? There. Battlestar Galactica, the opening pilot episode, which is really good. I just watched it again. It starts with the new president's woman who is sick. The Cylon on the base, Ragnarok base, or whatever it's called, Ragnar base. He's sick as well. He's sweating. So you got your phase 2. Phase 3, well, the nukes. Of course, the movie starts with, series starts with, all the colonies, the 12 colonies, getting nuked. So there's phase 3, and then phase 4. The blackout. Yeah, but because the Cylon ships, the very first Cylon ships, have this blackout technology, and they black out all the high-tech stuff. So you're left with the old Vipers, which are based on less advanced technology, and they can't be blacked out. So it's 2, 3, and 4 are very heavily there in Battlestar Galactica. Let me see. Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the one I haven't shown you. It's got this phase in it. What's her face? Keira Twice Knightley. She says, "Oh, I can't breathe," and then she falls off the cliff. Right? I can't breathe. And then later on, when there's the execution scene, she does it again. "Oh, I can't breathe." Yeah, it's the breathe psyop, and it's George Floyd. And of course, this one that we're in anyway this year. Usual Suspects, yeah, of course, it's all about put your mask back on. It's all of that, of course. Double Jeopardy is a very clever one. It starts with first Seattle. You've got the Antebellum Society, the Civil War Society, very subtle. And it's all set in Washington, Seattle, Washington, the Puget Sound. And of course they mentioned Seattle many times. So yeah, it's 3 and 5. Indiana Jones, big time on Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. You've got the Corona ship that sinks at the beginning, and you've got fake China scene later on, and in the latest Indiana Jones Crystal Skull, it's got the nuke, and yeah, that a brutal couple of years is what he says. Well, of course, that's it. This 5 phases spread over 2 years. And then the next line is about taking stuff away, taking freedoms away. Watchmen is just masked all the way through, and of course you see the Corona. Con Air, yeah. Are you sick? The girl goes to Steve Buscemi, yeah. And then you've got, well, phase 3 all over the end of the movie and the blackout. Actually, I should have put 4 there. Revolution series, huge. I mean, the front cover of it is a smashed up Ferris wheel. It's all about blackout in America. You got it all. And then the second series features a outbreak with masks. You've got civil war running right the way through it in America being split into sectors. Non-rogue militia and etc. And you've also got Tower Bridge pictured at the end of it. What else we got? Phase 4, it starts with Paradise. Phase 1 and the fire. You got the phase 2 there as well. You got phase 3 and 4, the dates of them, and the Red Dawn. Capricorn 1, you've got the dates of all of them, and you've got the Tower Bridge cleverly put in there as well. A drawbridge accident, yeah, of course. Alien Covenant and the whole Alien series. You've got phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Surprisingly, apart from 9/11, it's only got phase 2 and phase 3 in it. Sahara has got far more in it. Now that's a very subtle one. That's got phase 2, 3, 4 and 5 in it. Submarines, the early submarines, ironclads. It's got the the disease. It's all about a disease, isn't it? The whole thing. Civil Wars in it. You got it's all there. It's all there. I haven't got time to go through it. Star Trek, the Space Needle on the back cover of that Star Trek movie. The more recent one, Chris Pine and Admiral Pike one, Place Me on the Pines. I've done that. Jericho was the ultimate one. I don't need to do that again. Escape from LA, probably the most packed up film for it. It's got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Mission Impossible series of movies. It's got 2, 3 and 4 blatantly all the way through all the movies. Oh, we should wear masks, as Benji goes. And you got the Space Needles, and you got the We Were in the Dark. Oblivion, yeah, of course, we used the nukes, and then you see a downed Space Needle and a smashed up Ferris wheel. We used the nukes. 2 guns. Oh, you smell like Corona. Yeah, in that bull scene. Crimson Tide, well, it's a submarine movie. It's phase 3, and America's attacked with nukes and stuff. Red Dawn remake, well, that's the one that started it all back in 2012. Phase 2, 3 and 4 are in it. 2 is there only in the date, 22, January the 22nd, 2020, the launch date of this phase 2 that we're in now. Phase 3 is there, and phase 4. and the Lone Ranger has 3 and 4 very blatantly. The Space Needle in the tunnel, and then a big blackout. There's tons more, but this is just a little selection. But they're not saying anything else. That's my point. None of these movies or TV series that are predictive programming are saying anything else but the sequel to 9/11, 9/11, Notre Dame and Tower Bridge. That's it. I can't see anything else in all of these. Consistency. That's why phase 3, 4 and 5 have to be conducted on America. On the west coast of America, boom, blackout, Second American Antebellum, Civil War. These things have to happen. And my point is that stage 1 and 2 have already been conducted on the days that they were supposed to be conducted. 118, 118, 22, 22. On the days that they were supposed to happen, and they were conducted on those days. In reality, no theory here, no guesswork. So 3/11, 4/11, and the Second American Civil War, they have to happen, and they have to happen on dates that have that 3/11, 4/11 numbers in them. So yeah, just it still stands. Get out, And I heard that Biden had a blackout last night. Well, you got two things from that, Yeah, you've got a blackout hint, but you've also got this thing about re-elected Trump, and Trump refusing to leave, and Trump somehow getting in. What if they run a thing that Biden, after his blackout, you find out, oh, he's got the corona, and he dies of it, yeah? Then Trump gets back in. I mean, I'm not saying that he would, because Kamala Harris would probably step in there, but Trump is supposed to be there for this. So, I mean, you just watch Back to the Future, number 2, and then you see that Trump has to be part of this. So, yeah, it could be interesting. And definitely the January the 20th date is interesting. And if by January the 20th the West Coast hasn't gone boom, then you've still got March the 11th, because that's the 10th anniversary precisely after 3/11/11, the Japanese Fukushima tsunami, whatever the hell they did that day. Like Elijah Wood said, it's impossible for all of that to have happened on a 3/11 date, a 3/11/11, March the 11th, 2011, without it being somehow pulsed out. I mean, it's too convenient, that one. If it had happened on a different day, you could have said, all right, that's just a natural disaster. But no, it happened on 3/11, 3/11/11. And then there's 10 years later to the day, you've got another 3/11. And that's on 2021. So you've got two really hot dates, January the 20th, 2021, and March the 11th, 2021. And they are both 3/11 palindromes. They run 3/11 one way and 3/11 the other way, both of them. So, it's not over until the fat bloke sings, and that would be March the 11th at the very latest. Anyway, that's